Hello, everybody. My name is Lawrence Yupa, and this is the 4-year anniversary stream. We've been doing this for quite a while, and boy, we have went, kind of far in the last few years. 2 years ago, this channel had less than 1,000 subscribers, and now we're almost at 10,000.
Wow.
That is huge. And I am just here to thank all of the fans for sticking around. And obviously, if people have not noticed yet, we got Jim Majors here, CEO of Atheist Republic.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for having me, Lawrence.
We are also waiting on some other people. I'm sure they're just going to pop in and out. It's going to be pretty relaxed, pretty chill. Hello, Chris's dad.
I made those. The rest, I don't know.
All right.
Yeah,
All right.
This is an oatmeal cookie. It's really good.
Butter oatmeal. I see that, yeah. All right, so yeah, we don't really have like specific topics that we're going to talk about today. We're just going to chill out, just relax, talk to the fans, see how they're doing. And I think the first thing on the agenda that I want to talk about, even though I just said there was no agenda.
Oh my gosh, you added an agenda.
I did. So if people have not been privy to this, I think it was a couple days ago, Brett Keane was on the Non Sequitur show, and he consistently, he didn't actually have a conversation. He was on there with a Godless Engineer. Didn't have a conversation. He just asked him a question. Godless answered, and then Brett says, all right, you're ready for the next question? And that's how it was the entire time.
Fun.
Yeah. So the one thing that I never see anyone I've never seen anyone talk to Brett about biblical history. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to see what happens. So he was, I got done with a hangout on Steve's channel yesterday, and I was going to go do something productive. But then I noticed that Brett was streaming, and he was doing an open hangout. So I went into his hangout, and I talked to him. I was polite and shit,
Lawrence is so mean to me. It just doesn't make sense that there's a universe where he's polite to anyone.
It was
or
weird.
Civil? What the hell?
Yeah, I was civil. Is that crazy?
Oh, it's nuts.
So I talked about the pericope adulterae. That's the story of Jesus and the woman taken in adultery. I brought that up as an example of how things get included in the Bible over time. And he had a very tough time understanding what I was even saying. He thought that I was claiming it was a copy of another story. And I'm like, I had to say this multiple times. No, Brett, I did not say that. I said that the scribes were copying the gospel, and then it was later included. While a scribe was copying it down. He had heard the story, and I went over some of the evidence. And I recommended, at the end, I think he kind of understood it. He went to the channel, and oh my God, his commentary it's hysterical because it's so bad.
Is he commenting on all the videos?
No. Oh. He was commenting on them while I was in the hangout. Okay. He was looking through the titles. He went through the most popular videos. And the first, he saw the Josephus on Jesus video. That's the first thing he saw.
Yeah.
And he was like, Josephus on Jesus? Yeah, there are some parallels there. And I'm like, what are you even talking about? And then
parallels to a lot of things. Like, what exactly are you talking about?
He didn't expound on it or anything. And then he saw the Council of Nicaea video. It's like, yep, Council of Nicaea, that's where they decided on the Bible. And I'm like, no, that's not where they decided on the Bible.
Watch the video.
And then he kept naming the titles of all of our most watched videos. And then eventually I could actually talk about the Bible.
Is it weird that I have a bizarre, paradoxical feeling of happiness knowing that Brett Keane has read aloud our most popular videos, and I'm still in great shape? It's conflicting.
And then I had a nice conversation with him. I was being clear, wasn't being an ass. even though it's Brett. And then I left the hangout, and the first thing he says is, that guy thinks he's so slick. He's friends with the people at Non Sequitur. I've seen him in some hangouts, and he's a pretty nasty person. I'm like, holy shit, Brett.
Dude.
And he was nice to me, so I was nice to him, but he's nasty.
Okay, you're nasty. You know,
it was really amusing.
That is the fastest backstabbing in YouTube history. Well, he seems like a nice guy, but he's pulling the wool over people's eyes. He's a slick jerk.
He thought that like I was trying to trick him or something.
I don't know.
I wasn't trying to trick him.
Oh well.
It was.
Whatever,
I was legitimately
man.
trying to have a conversation.
Anyways, James might have something to say.
Yeah.
Oh no, I was going to agree with you. As a matter of fact, that story wasn't considered canon until the Council of Trent in the 16th century. And when the Council of Trent declared that the Vulgate, the Latin Vulgate Gospels, which are the Greek, based on the Greek manuscripts that contain the story of the adulteress, of Jesus saving the adulteress, that's whenever they said that it was canon at that point. But there's almost 300 manuscripts that don't have that story in there,
Sure.
and most of those are like the earliest ones. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
I made a whole video about it.
Oh, nice.
And the earliest it pops up is in Codex Bezae in like the early 5th or like late 4th century. That's the earliest time it pops up.
You're talking about Leo, right? Pope Leo?
No.
From
I don't know if Pope Leo had something to do with Codex Bezae. I have no idea, but that's the earliest it pops up.
Right. That's the earliest that it pops up, but but most of the older ones don't have it. I mean,
no, I understand.
Yeah.
Also, hello, Mr. Chris. Hi, Mr. Hanson.
Oh, hey, Chris. I didn't even see you there. Hi.
Why don't you take a seat?
I knew you were gonna say that.
Who, me? Oh, nice.
No, other Chris.
I'm not. What?
What? I just said hi.
I know. No, I knew you were gonna say take a seat.
I said take a seat.
Oh, him.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not.
I
looking
wasn't
at-
planning. I was trying to get him to say that. But he'll keep that meme alive because it was a pretty popular show.
It's pretty good, yeah.
Yeah.
So I just got done talking about Brett Keane. So Chris, when I am talking or when they're talking and this isn't muted, don't smoke because it's loud.
I can barely hear it. Is it
I know you can. Oh my god, I don't give a shit.
I can't hear it.
I'm pretty sure that this mic is set so that it won't hear Lucas.
Well-
we've done this before.
Either way. So since we're done talking about Brett Keane, we
Oh, good. I came in at the right time.
But
to
are we
mute
finished
all that.
talking about Papyrus 66?
yes, because I think
Oh, fuck.
we
Okay.
should talk about. I think we should talk about our name for our amazing group. And I never
Absolutely.
Chris 1, you're Chris 2. So Chris 1, did
Christ one.
did you see our suggested name?
Buka, Rachel. Thank you.
Did you see our suggested name, Chris 1?
Which one?
The Unheavenly Hosts.
Oh, I like that one.
Okay, I've been waiting for like a fucking week to hear back on his opinion on that.
Right. And every single live chat we've been in together, he's dropped it in there and you just completely ignore it like 5 times already.
Oh no.
He's like, what do you think about Unheavenly Hosts? And you're like, I'm going to bed.
It's like nothing to see here.
And I think that it's a great placeholder name.
Sure. So
Until
maybe we get
find
to
something better, right?
But what we're doing is it's going to be, we can't take Unholy Trinity because that's taken. So we're going to be the new Unholy Trinity, but we're going to specifically focus on biblical scholarship. And so it's going to be kind of like Atheist Sunday School, except more scholarly. Like lots of stuff.
Less
and
making fun of things.
Sure.
And I probably won't be in it.
Right. So I think it's going to be entertaining. I think it's going to be awesome. And we are still trying to figure out a name. I think Unheavenly Hosts is good.
I don't want to leave anybody with the misconception that we're not going to make fun of religion. We're just going to use really big words while we do it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the very pompous kind of.
They're going to make fun of religion. I'm going to be confusing people as to whether or not I'm a theist, because apparently that's just what I do.
Yeah, you're an agnostic, totally.
Yeah.
Joking.
Yeah,
there was we had a really candid discussion on agnosticism and atheism and the colloquial exception of the term, and the philosophical term, and it was a dumpster fire from hell.
Yeah, it really only became a dumpster fire at the end of that talk.
When everybody started stepping on each other.
Yeah, and I sat through that whole thing, and I was like, you could have just told me to watch like the last 15 minutes.
You watched the whole thing?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
When you say dumpster fire, I assume it's like the kind of flat earthy dumpster fire where it's all the time.
No, it's like the dumpster fire where there's a can of gas in the corner in the bottom, and it slowly burns until it gets to the corner, and then it just goes whoof. That's basically what it was.
It really came out of fucking nowhere.
It seriously did. I don't know if you noticed, but at one point in the call, I was just like shocked. I was like, I don't know if I want to be here.
I literally almost rage quitted towards the end. I was like this close to rage quitting.
I wasn't sure what that other dude was even arguing. That
muffler or what? What?
I forget his name. The Batman dude, right? He had like a Batman.
Manifold.
Yeah.
Manifold.
Yeah, Manifold.
He was legitimately just fucking pissing me off. I was livid.
Yeah, same here.
Like I could barely catch the things he was saying because everyone was talking over each other.
Okay, so for those who don't know, Christopher Hansen, Lawrence Yufa, and myself are starting a YouTube channel, and we need your help with the name. So if you guys have something awesome, drop it in the comment section.
If it's not awesome, drop it too.
Yeah, if it's not awesome, drop it too, and other people can make fun of you until they fix it and make it something that's cool. Yeah,
we had some pretty bad names. I think Jim just said, what was it? The Caucasian threesome? I like that.
Yeah, the Caucasian three. Yeah.
You guys haven't used like a Cerberus or anything, have you?
I was thinking about the Cerberus.
It's not in the Bible though.
Sure.
Yeah. Right. It's not in the Bible. And then we were talking about the sons of Cerbes.
Did any other mythical beasts? I don't think Leviathan, Hydra, or any of those other guys. They didn't have multiple heads.
Well, Hydra
did, but they were long past. Hydra's long past 3.
That's what I mean. It's too many already.
Right. Well, technically, between the 3 of us, we have 6.
Oh.
3 above and 3 below.
Awful. That's awful, Jim.
What if I called it 3 below?
I don't know. You haven't seen what's below for me, so I don't know what you're doing. Are you assuming my gender?
No, not at all. I'm just assuming that you have at least a shrunken head underneath there.
No, it's hanging on the wall.
Oh, that's where I keep mine too.
I think Chris too has some shrunken heads.
What? No, I don't.
No, I figured you would have.
No, I've got every other bizarre arcane artifact. No voodoo stuff.
Do you have any Peruvian?
What's that?
Any Peruvian artifacts?
Yeah, definitely.
Really?
Yep, absolutely.
Awesome. That's awesome. I have a Peruvian mandible.
I have at least a Peruvian sculpture.
All right.
I have a mandible from a Peruvian skull that I bought 9 years ago, back when I was a theist, and use it for inspiration.
Wow, for inspiration.
Yeah, like just set it there. Because the whole story behind the Peruvian skulls. Like I was big into that theory that they were aliens and that they not necessarily the head binding, but that they were aliens. And yeah. Oh wow.
This is my Peruvian rainmaker. Enjoy.
Very cool. You guys might not want to do that inside. I don't know what your flooring situation is.
Oh, we're in the basement, but we have like 2 sump pumps. We're good.
Oh, okay, golden.
Yeah, we got that. And although it was kind of recently where this basement flooded a little bit, right?
Oh, it was just because I was trying to get the sump pump from being so loud. And then water literally just fell out of it because it was trying to pump stuff while I was doing that. Not a good time to do that. I mean,
That's why you turn it off.
What'd you say?
That's why you turn it off while you fiddle with it.
And you fucked up.
yeah, well, I mean, I thought it was too loud. And I was like, this wire that's tied to this other thing can't be that useful, and it's making a bunch of noise, so I'm gonna untie it. Okay, it's flooding. Tie that wire back on. It's definitely important.
Good job.
Thanks. Live and learn. At least nothing got damaged.
So now that we're on a chat that has a higher chance of you guys noticing, did you guys read the Book of Eleza sent you? I did not read that yet. I'm sorry. I have been trying to read through a bunch of shit. Actually, yesterday, Jim and I, we did a hangout, and there was a paper that I was reading through that was so weird. Like, the dude was arguing that Solomon's Temple had so Solomon's Temple having this bull imagery, and then Gideon trying to I think it was Gideon.
Yeah.
Wait, that wouldn't make sense that the judges would have come for that.
Before the Exodus or the
Solomon.
Solomon, yeah.
So it would have been that.
Do myself a favor and search that.
Okay,
It would have been
so-
the judge's account first.
Yeah. So it would have, the way he was arguing for it was that Jeroboam was copying Solomon, and he uses some weird linguistic evidence, I guess, to support his hypothesis that the altar that Gideon sets up at Midian, right?
Yeah.
Was a calf. So it was a really weird.
And there's some parallel imagery, but I mean, it's the way that the rest of the books are written, both Judges and First Samuel. They aren't a metaphorical book. I mean, they're they do have some metaphor and some allegory, but not entire stories or characters.
It's really weird how he kind of adds it in all together. Although he does have some very interesting points about, like, I think he said the calves at Bethel or something like that. And he thinks that them being set up at Dan was a later addition because he thinks there is evidence pointing towards the 2 calves at Bethel. It was just a really weird paper altogether. I could barely understand the argument. There's a lot of Hebrew in there too.
Rachel in the chat's talking about a book of Veles. Is that the same thing as the Vles book?
Oh, shit, I don't even know.
Should check it out.
It's a Slavic pagan.
That is the one that she's talking
It is?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I don't know if you guys have you guys read it or not?
No. I just
Do you know what it is? Like
Yeah, she
okay, yeah. So it was like supposedly found in like the early 1900s, and it's like it was written on like these wooden planks, and they said they lost it in like the 40s, and nobody's seen it since. But people have been able to analyze it, and every single linguist, like Slavic linguist that has analyzed it, has said that it's a forgery because the Slavic style that it's written in is from the 40s.
I mean, no, that does make sense. That happens a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I don't know too much about it other than
It's very interesting though, as far as the mythology goes, like just the mythology, and they do accurately nail some Slavic pagan ideology. So it's really interesting. But I wouldn't take it as any historical source or as even as a comparative source for other Slavic writings.
So parallels to 3, Jesus rose in 3 days.
Well, not really. It's like 2 and some change.
yeah.
You guys could be like the 3 days or the 3rd day or something like that, or the 3rd dawn. That's cool.
Man, if one of us was like under some sort of metamorphosis, we could be 2 and some change.
2 and some change.
2 and some
Well,
change.
I guess Chris 1 is kind of like that.
So kind to your
Yeah.
friends.
I know.
Just a little bit.
What about Game of Bones?
Game of Phones?
I don't know.
I've seen that. I think it's on Pornhub.
Oh,
Actually, yeah, I think it is. I think,
Right.
Right.
yeah.
Like 100.
an entire playlist.
Right.
But yeah, definitely coming up with a name for this is a good idea. We're just using Unheavenly Host as a placeholder, I guess, because apparently it's not as good as I think it is.
It's okay. It's strictly okay.
Yeah, it's okay. It's just to me it's just not aesthetically pleasing in the mouth.
That's because you just can't say it for some fucking reason.
Do what?
That's because you just can't say it for some reason.
It's because it's sandy. It's kind of dirty, you know, when you say it.
Well, I'm kind of dirty.
Well, but yeah, that's why I don't say the L word very often.
So do you guys know there's this Fiverr, there's dude on Fiverr who is he basically dresses up and looks and acts like Jesus. And he does these he basically says whatever the fuck you want him to say. But
For $5.
yeah, for $5.
That is amazing.
And he has like this white screen in the back, and he just says something all holy or.
Oh, Landon's here.
Yes,
Hello,
Landon. Hello, Landon. Landon, I sent you a link. Join.
If you want to talk,
Yeah.
join up in our fun stream.
Yeah. Anyways, so I have not received it yet, but I did order something from this guy where he is supporting Atheist Sunday School.
Ah,
Yeah, and I told him to shout "Behold" all epically.
Hey,
So I hope
hey
he-
guys, our initials are JLC. It's like Jesus L Christ.
three
I guess.
angels visited Abraham to let him
Yeah.
know that Sarah was going to give birth. I'm trying.
Yeah. Yeah. No, yeah, you're right. And yeah.
Maybe there's some sort of anti-name version of like a group of angels. I know that there's a name for that. Like
Heavenly Host.
It's exactly yeah. God's army.
fucking great.
What was Satan's minions?
I'm not sure how well that's going to go over. But the question is like, do we also want Christians to watch us?
No, hell no. Keep the kitchens away. Keep
Get those kids.
Get 'em out.
those damn kitchens. Get them out of here. No, absolutely. Yeah, no, we want Christians in there. We want, I mean, anybody in there. I mean, we don't want to be like offensive. I mean, outright offensive. But what we want to do is just deliver quality information with enough entertainment to keep people watching.
Yeah. And it's going to be a really weird act we're going to have to maneuver because with Atheist Sunday School, we concentrate more on entertainment. And I mean that's not going so hot, but it's all right. You know, people seem to enjoy the show. So it's I think we'll be able to maneuver that. I think we
Gay for Prey. Thanks, Atheist Bat. That's the best name yet.
What is it?
Gay for Prey?
gay the prey away.
Gay the Prey Away. I like that. I like that.
I don't, not for the fucking name.
That's hilarious. That is awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody said, what about Hey Landon? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm being driven in a car to a location where I can join. That's the name of our group.
That's amazing. That's a great name. Thank you, Landon.
Yeah. What about Windowless Van?
What about Free Candy?
That might get some people to our channel.
Maybe not
Honestly,
the
you
right
guys give away
people.
Free Candy. People would tune in.
Gosh.
They're like, hell yeah.
What about Thinking for Your Sins?
No.
It's okay again.
I'm not sinful. I'm perfect. So
Okay, well, just call our group Bullshit then.
Yeah, then we'll have the other name. And you can be and bullshit. We'll staple it on.
Oh, man.
There's a I
give up. There's no good
Scandals of the Mandible.
oh my god. So I think so I was talking about this before, but there are 3 angels listed by name in the Bible. Gabriel, Lucifer, and Michael.
Dibs on Lucifer.
No, fuck off. I get dibs on Lucifer. Now, I'm not sure what we can do with that, but that's there.
Well, I think we should go for the first person who was cast out of heaven. That would be me.
Oh, okay.
Are we referring to chronologically or perceptual temporally?
We're talking about what's written in the book of the in the book of life.
Ah.
In the Lamb's book, the book that the Lamb wrote, the sheep authored journal that says that I am Satan.
Oh.
Okay, now I'm just confused.
Now I'm very confused.
In the Lamb's book of life, it's written. My name is already written, but he wrote it down. It's like Jim, open print or open quotation marks, Lucifer, close quotation marks, majors.
Oh.
All right, that's pretty good.
So you wrote your name down first, so you get it first. Is that
I didn't do it. The Lamb did it. Aren't you listening? I can't write in a sheep's book.
You can't.
No, I'm not a sheep. It's for sheep only.
Okay.
It's kind of like in District 9. You know, you can't use the aliens' weapons.
Oh right, it's programmed with their DNA.
It's like biometric or something. I don't know. Yeah, biometric security is going on in their papyrus.
So you're saying that the shoe only fits for you.
Well, sheep don't wear shoes.
This is a metaphor.
A metaphor for shoes. Just do it.
Whatever you're on, I want some.
That was the best tangent.
Yeah, I was trying to make it as nonsensical but relevant as possible.
Yeah,
You tried.
Well, the good news is that I have a full love of absolute nonsense tangents, so there's nothing wrong there.
Fantastic.
All right. Well, I can't think of anything better for names, and I kept looking for different references of 3s in the Bible, and I'm stuck.
Yeah.
At least, maybe you guys, I don't know if there's like, are there myths that are shared between religions about atheists? Are there?
About atheists? I'm not sure.
Well, like, you know,
Good old atheist.
barbarians, they say, or people with different beliefs.
Good old
at least.
atheist mythology.
Yeah, atheist mythology, of course. Oh my gosh, that's a great name. Is it? I don't know.
What about Zeus and Hades and Poseidon?
What about them?
They are the.
I don't believe in them.
They are the 3 sons of what's his name? Cerbes. Kronos, the three sons of Kronos.
Oh, okay.
Technically that's it's Hera. It was more than just Hades, Poseidon, and Zeus. It was also Hera and Demeter and Hestia. But there were only three.
Out of Zeus's head?
No, that was Athena.
That was Athena. Okay.
Yeah, but there were only three sons though, so we could be the sons of Kronos.
I mean, that's not so bad.
That's cool.
And that's Zeus, Hades, and Poseidon.
I call dibs on Hades.
Zeus.
And then, of course, someone's going to have dibs on Hades, and we'll fight again.
What's up, water boy?
I already called dibs on Hades. I just did so.
Yeah, that leaves me with Poseidon.
It only makes sense that Hades goes to the person with the most flame.
It's fine being Poseidon. You get to fuck with Odysseus and shit. So
yeah, I get to fuck with Odysseus, and I get to fuck with the fucking Anus.
And
I get to fuck anything I want.
That's true.
I will come down in the form of a bird, a bull. I don't care. I will fuck you with all of the animal penises.
Yeah, the swan story was always kind of like so weird. It's like
a swan, like out of everything. Like, can you imagine that? Like, was he pecking? Were there a lot of wing flapping like going on?
I'm sure. Yeah, getting all excited.
And if you can't fuck them as any of them, you'll get them pregnant with a golden rain.
Oh my gosh! Yeah.
So, Rachel, does Poseidon also have control over seahorses?
I'm sure.
Yeah. Not to be confused with Jason Momoa.
Jason Momoa.
Keep dreaming, buddy.
Oh, I am right now.
Does he think everything's a dream?
Who? Jason Momoa?
Other Chris.
I don't know. Do you think everything is a dream?
I don't give a shit. So if everything's a dream, then it's a shit dream. But
well,
except for Jason Momoa.
Yeah,
Jason Momoa is like the Jesus of the dream.
I agree. Like just the fact that we can differentiate between what we consider dreams and reality just lends credence to there being a separation.
Unless there's dreams within dreams. I have had dreams where I was dreaming, so
I think I've had only one of those.
Yeah.
I think this one's the longest one I've ever had.
This one is a terrible
I keep
one,
waking
too.
up to it. It sucks.
Oh man, I have so many little half-blood kids running around. It's ridiculous.
I think.
Wait. Does that mean that I'm responsible for Romulus? If that means that my son is Ares?
No, because no.
I think as Zeus, you'd be responsible for most things.
Yeah. Right.
And
Around the Greco-Roman area, I mean, it's
if you're Zeus, you're not responsible for anything. That's what makes him Zeus. He's irresponsible.
well, responsible and accountable are two different things.
He's definitely.
He takes
definitely
zero
responsible,
accountability
not
for
accountable.
his responsibilities. He has a ton of responsibilities. Yeah, whatever.
Like taking care of his damn kids.
Sometimes.
fuck that.
Sometimes.
Sometimes, like, oh, you're about to die. I'll think about helping you.
I'll think about helping
Yeah.
when I consider it.
I'm kind of thinking about this right now. So, in a way, we're acting kind of like messengers. So if I don't know,
Don't say
something about
Hermes.
Hermes.
Don't say Hermes.
Don't say Hermes. He didn't want to hear it.
Or the like Caduceus or something, his staff.
Or Nike.
Just
That's.
do it.
I mean,
Do
yeah.
it. Do Nike. You guys should claim Nike before some other major gets that name.
If only we had some kind of cool little.
Swish.
Swish. That's a great fucking name.
Man.
Swish. Nike Swish. God damn it. We're on a roll, guys. Let's keep doing this.
Let's call it a day for here. Great meeting. I'm glad.
Wait. I think we should. I think for our trailer, we need to get a guy who kneels during big football tournaments.
It'd be better if he had something on his head to block the camera from seeing anything else, like some hair.
Yeah.
Also, what you were saying before about just taking the name and just doing it, I think that would be a good slogan. Just do it.
That's
Well, if we're gonna take the name and just do it, I say Unholy Trinity. Lawrence is so scared. Lawrence is so scared.
That was so stupid.
what?
I think we should be the Triune Shield LaBeouf.
Because they used it for one speaking tour. One speaking tour.
Well, that's true, but also it was kind of a big speaking tour.
Of course it was.
Hmm.
So I don't think we should do it. And Aaron also responded. He said that he is currently busy right now, so he can't make it. If he was in here, we could ask him about what he thinks.
What do you think?
If he was in here, I'd be asking him about Job.
That's right. Of course he would. But it seemed like he was actually like listening to what we had to say,
Yeah. I don't know.
taking it into consideration. He was much less concerned with Job being the oldest book than he was with knowing what the oldest book is.
Yeah.
So what would be the opposite of the Bermuda Triangle per se, except keep the triangle part?
Wherever you are.
Wherever we are, the most mundane triangle.
States triangle.
The triangle of mundanity.
Well, what about the Bahama Triangle?
That's got nothing.
I do like the Bahamas.
The
I do
Bahamas
too.
is normally warm.
The Jamaican Triangle. That sounds like a stoner sex position.
Now all
Ooh.
you need is some steel
Ooh.
drums, and you've got yourself a new channel. Excellent.
Yeah.
If we
What
cannot
about-
call
oh, we're doing the whole
ourselves the Jamaican
Rastafarian thing.
Triangle.
my
Let's
God.
go with Noja.
Time, please.
Noja.
And demonetized.
And demonetized.
So Alicia says just a big cloud of smoke sitting in the one chair.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I wish I was that cloud of smoke.
Sorry, I was hogging it.
I mean, I'm known for hogging it. So
Yeah.
He's like Linus on Charlie Brown, like just obstructed from view.
Oh,
Isn't it? No, Pigpen, not Linus. It was
Pigpen.
Pigpen. Yeah,
It's just an
Pigpen.
aura of filth.
Yeah, yeah. But shisha smoke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I put too much jasmine in here.
You know what? There was more jasmine than there.
There was.
a
That's
lot
why I
more
did it.
jasmine than there is orange
Yeah.
or peach.
Peach, yeah.
Peach.
That's why I did it.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to waste the peach.
I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it tastes bad. Though.
It doesn't.
Bet you guys can't just be here and enjoy it with us.
I'm
They don't
enjoying
live
it.
too far away from us, do they? You guys don't live too far away from here, do you?
I'm in Oklahoma,
Okay.
which
No.
I mean that's far enough.
And I think Chris 1 is in Michigan.
Yeah.
It's
What?
not too far.
That's closer.
Yeah.
I am thinking about doing some sort of small meetup or conference next year.
Okay.
And I think it'd be really cool to get some people. Like
Oh.
I definitely think like getting Landon would be great.
Yeah.
yeah.
Real
Yeah.
quick, I want to put a shameless plug out there, but it's a beneficial shameless plug. Atheist Republic has just been notified that we are approved for our National Day of Observance. March 23rd is Atheist Day, National Atheist Day.
Whoa!
Yep. So 3/2/3/2019 will be the first celebration worldwide. You can find more information at atheistday.org or at atheistrepublic.com/atheist-day. It's going to be a worldwide movement, and we're setting up events all over the world in all of our consulates and cities all over the United States and in countries all over the world. And people are facilitating meetups, and it's really just helping to embolden closeted atheists to come out. You can read all about it on the website. The symbology is a green circle. I've got some bracelets ordered, some necklaces, T-shirts, all kinds of great things. But just a green circle, something simple, something that people can express their solidarity with, and it's also a day for atheist allies to stand up and support atheists in coming out in this. So it's gonna be a really important day, and we're gonna really work on publicizing it. And I was saying all that to get to the point that on March 23rd, actually the local meetup here is going to be at my farm. I'm going to have everybody here camping. I have people already RSVPing from all over the United States and Canada and Mexico that will be coming to my place to hang out for the weekend and March 23rd.
Wow, that sounds fun.
Your farm. You're so Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Also, maybe it's because I've been on YouTube too long. I know that your shirt says Van Halen, but I read it as Von Helfen.
Oh, sorry, my titties kind of
Warped it.
They're distracting. Your titties.
Ah, the third nipple. There's a name for you.
The third nipple.
There's a name for you.
Also, in case people haven't heard about this yet, we started a live streaming channel.
Milwaukee Atheist has a live streaming channel. Maybe I'll be on there if you want to talk to me about BS.
Yeah.
Because I know people seem to think I have commentary on everything. I do, but not that you want to hear it.
It's going to be much more casual. Obviously, Atheist Sunday School is still going to be on this channel. That one is, more of just fan interaction and stuff. It's MK Atheists Live.
Yeah. We'll probably talk about it. Maybe have a link or something, description or whatever.
Yeah,
Next
sure.
Sunday School will have something for you
to
talk about.
Just as soon as it's starting to get more subscribers, I'm gonna start streaming on there. And although it's not going to be a lot of people, it's going to be something.
There's that cloud again.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, I'm surprised it says it needed new poles. Anyways, hey.
Oh, look who it is!
It's Pitmonk.
It's Pitmonk.
What's that?
Ooh! I like Alicia's suggestion. The nasty neckbeards.
Oh my!
In honor of Brett's insult. Whatever.
Come
on, Brett.
Own your insults.
I am not growing a neck beard for this.
It's too easy. All I have to do is not shave.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of recently shaved. It's growing back, but it was really, really awful for a while there. But hey, Pip,
I religiously shave down here.
Religiously.
Hello.
Pimp.
Yeah.
What's happening? Can you not hear me? Okay.
Our favorite comedian's back.
Yeah. You like my back?
I mean, don't we all?
Yeah, I got a great ass for a fat dude.
Shit.
So, Pip, we're trying to think of a name for their group here.
Oh, Pip's gonna have some great trouble.
Yeah, I'm sure you've got some great ideas. Right now, they're going with the Unheavenly Hosts.
The dickless bastards.
There we go.
Dickless penises.
Well, we did. Jim and I were talking about how we hang our heads on the wall, so.
A bunch of dudes.
Just a bunch of dudes. Just a bunch of fucking assholes.
Sausage party, man.
Hey, that might get some traction.
I feel like people would watch that for the name alone.
I feel like there's something that's copyrighted about that, though.
That happened already.
Yeah, it's happened. That's an old fucking name.
I did, however, I know that Jim meant it as a joke, but three horsemen looking for a fourth was was kind of good.
We can't hear you, Jim. You're muted.
Oh yeah, it was like 3 horsemen, ISO a fourth.
ISO.
Yeah.
Well, goddamn, Jim's handsome.
Stuff.
What's up, Pimp Monkey? All right yourself, man.
I'd prison rape the fuck out of you, boy.
It would have to be non-consensual, and that's not happening, my friend.
Oh shit! I like to hear him scream. No!
I'll do whatever makes you happy.
All right, buddy.
Now it's not illegal anymore. He's totally into it.
Man, everyone just loves Jim all over his dick.
I don't know
There's
what
gonna
to
be
do with
huge
this.
fights in the atheist community over Jim.
Yeah, literal hangout brawls.
Cool.
That's how the fucking after show yesterday started, apparently.
Yeah, it started out with Time suggesting that me and Kyle, or that he wants to have a three-way with me and Kyle, and Steve just kind of nonchalantly flipped it to live, and he was like, "What was that? What was that?" And Time was like, "I want to have a three-way with Jim and Kyle," and he's like, "And we're live."
Good way to start a show.
I sent you that thing.
Oh, you know who I totally forgot to invite to this?
Oh my.
Hey,
DB Cisco.
DB, thank you.
Thanks,
for the
man.
666. Happy 4 years and 40 more.
Oh hell yeah. At least.
At least. Have any of you guys noticed that your comments don't show whenever you have cuss words on them? Yes, it is really annoying. And like I try to like pull some sneaky shit, but YouTube is like catching on to that too. But like it's still like I want to fucking say something horrendous. Like why can't YouTube let me say something awful?
Yeah.
I was wondering why there weren't very many comments and not many cuss words.
That fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Pimp, I only was able to catch like the first half of the Morning Wood. How was the rest of it?
It was good, man. It's always good. It's a pretty good show.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I need to invite the fucking Wayne because it is his birthday today.
Oh.
He's probably fucking passed out by now.
Probably.
There's an old gray fucking. Why is that old gray-haired bastard doing in here? Follow me everywhere goddamn where I go, you old son of a bitch.
Landon. Hey, Landon.
And good afternoon to you, Great Pet Monk. And hello there, and welcome to a wonderful day and happy anniversary.
Hey, Landon.
Hello from your friendly secular astronomer, too, as well.
Hey,
I
Landon.
even got my star mug and my astronomy t-shirt on. So.
Hey, Landon.
Yes.
I'm gonna prison rape this motherfucker over here. This dude's pretty. He's
Which one? The one on that side or the one on that side?
not the dude with a half-shaved head. I don't know what the fuck's going on over there. This motherfucker over here is pretty dude. Look like what's that one dude's name from? Hangover. The good-looking one.
Zach Galifianakis?
No, not that one.
Can you describe what parts were good looking for us? Because
The
I don't know what's good looking.
kind of the leader of the bunch. The kind of the leader of the bunch.
Bradley?
Yeah, Bradley Cooper. He looks like
Cooper,
Bradley
yeah.
Cooper. He looks like
No,
Bradley
the fuck
Cooper.
I don't.
Yeah, you do, you son of a bitch.
No, he's ugly. He's got a douche face.
Well, exactly. You look like Bradley Cooper.
Dude, I got a douche face.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not letting you prison rape me.
That's
right.
You know, Jim kind of reminds me of Scott Clifton.
I don't know who that is.
I don't either.
Theoretical bullshit.
Who?
Theoretical bullshit. He's like he started like he was this early atheist YouTuber, responding a lot to theists and stuff. Real smart guy, real fucking awesome guy. And then he's actually a soap opera star now. But yeah, he does look very similar.
Well, I do this shit. I don't watch this shit.
No, I can see the
understand it.
Bradley Cooper resemblance.
Yeah, see, I mean, it doesn't look just like him, but I can see it. There's a little bit of Bradley Cooper in this dude.
You could say you're a relative of, you're a brother of, or something like that.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or I can I can do even one better and just say I'm Jim Majors, and I mean that seems to do the trick. All right,
Jim Neighbors. Jim Neighbors, you don't look like Gomer Pyle.
Jim Majors.
I heard you.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I've got the Jim Neighbors quite a bit.
I like Jim Neighbors, man. You know, he sucked dick. Yeah, he actually, him and Rock Hudson had butt sex with each other.
Wait. So let me just back you up a little bit. You said that you like him, and then you went in directly into him sucking dick. Is there a correlation?
Yeah, 'cause I suck dick.
Okay, but that's why you like him?
Of course, it's the only reason to like this dumb bitch.
Okay, fair enough.
Man, you
Whatever,
get over
whatever
me.
float your boats.
I'm straight. I'm straight, but I'm the gayest straight dude ever.
Oh
I've seen
no.
So, do you guys know David Smalley?
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually got him booked for Atheist Sunday School.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
So everyone in the chat, Dogma debate host David Smalley coming on the show, or like early next year. So.
Excellent.
That's cool. That's cool.
So it's been 4 years today.
Yes, 4 years today.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
I think your audience has grown and your production qualities have grown.
Oh yeah, I agree. Looking at the stuff that I made, like 3 years ago, it's just like, oh my god, I can't believe I posted that. Like, not that the content itself is bad, but the editing was poor, and I just wanted to punch myself in the face.
Wait until you see yourself 10 years from now, you know, looking back.
I mean, right now I want to punch myself in the face.
Me too.
Myself or him?
Me. I want to punch me in the face.
Oh.
Yeah. What is that you got in your hand, buddy? Oh, it's a hookah thing.
Yeah. Fucking lucky guess there, Pimp.
I thought it was like a giant vape machine or something.
It looked like it did kind of like something weird, but
Is it a hookah?
I've never seen smoke come out of the end of one of them things before.
What?
I've never seen smoke come out of the end of one of those things before.
yeah.
That's a fucking lie.
No, never mind.
So what is the and of course we have the disembodied voice over there on the side.
Oh yeah, the disembodied voice over there. Yeah.
Hey, you've seen me before. I used to on this channel for science, in fact.
There you go. No, it's always fun to hear the peanut gallery commentary in the back.
Yep.
I try to keep it as entertaining as I can.
And the thing
You
is,
don't do a very good job.
Damn, the comedian just told me off.
He's the heckler and the comedian. This is a first.
I think.
Well, there's a saying: to be insulted by Pimp Monk is to be insulted by the best.
Yeah.
So when he insults you, you know you've made it.
I got threatened with rape. I think I'm there.
That was a gift for you. That was not an insult.
It is one that I will treasure and likely remember forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
What?
You're gonna what?
Well on it.
Oh.
Yeah, positively.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You had me waiting with anticipation.
Well done. But boy, that hookah thing looks like you could blow smoke up someone's arse with that thing.
Wait, I didn't know what.
The instrument, the hookah thing right there. That's sort of this. Yeah.
It reminds me of the artificial insemination.
Hold on.
Yeah, the ones that I've seen don't have that long giant wand thing. I know the
right.
the
It's
ones
just
in
like
Libya.
the
The ones
end
in
of the
Libya
tube.
just had a mouthpiece on a tube. Yeah, so
Right.
yours is much
And
more fancy.
especially if you go into a hookah bar, they just change them out like that.
So,
But I guess
thing
the
is-
personal ones have the.
Yeah. So what is that thing?
The thing is, I'm a hookah snob.
This is something you can throw in the refrigerator or freezer, and it has gelatin inside of it, that gets cold.
Oh.
Stays much
Oh.
quite long and allows the air that passes through here to be cooled, as it it can be a little harsh sometimes. It's all right
Kind
now.
of like putting ice in your bong.
Usually
Yeah,
it is just a hose, though. Yeah, you'd be right.
In Libya, they would just drape a hose through a bucket of ice water. So
Yeah.
Yep.
I guess that's
Yeah, ice baths are pretty common too.
The thing is, what's really interesting is in the 1800s, the early 1800s, the hookahs were really just for the elite, and then the lower classes in India, they started making their own. But like our hose is, like flexible and stuff. Theirs was like this little tiny thing, and the hose was made. It was just a bamboo stick, and it really couldn't move.
Yeah.
It's a bamboo stick.
So you pass this little hookah around.
Yeah, and it had like a little thing to hold the coals.
I think
on
I've
top.
seen these
Yeah, they were-
in museums for sure.
Yeah, they were called gurguris.
Oh, so that's why I didn't recognize them as hookahs at
Yeah,
all.
yeah,
they really are very different.
Yeah, they were they were early hookahs that were used primarily by the lower class, and then eventually the upper class had to change their kind of hookah culture, I guess. They had to change their hookahs. They had to make new ones. So they made flexible hookahs. And I forget what kind of material they were using, but they would soak it so it became flexible. There was some kind of plant or some kind of wood or something. And then they would have that as a giant mouthpiece. And it was huge. Like it was like half the size of this hose. The entire mouthpiece.
So that's maybe a reed of some kind.
Something like that. And it's that's how they, were doing it until mass production eventually started.
Yeah, now we have aluminum kind of spring, I believe is what's inside here.
In this one, it's just rubber.
Oh, really? I feel like there was a spring.
Oh no, that's just
A second layer.
yeah. This itself is just rubber inside,
Wow.
and then around it there's a coil.
Okay. I'm
And
pretty sure it's made of aluminum. It has to be because the last one broke and it wasn't like rusting at all. It was just, it wasn't magnetic. So I'm gonna guess it's aluminum or something of the like that doesn't tarnish, because they couldn't put something in there that would tarnish. At least I wouldn't have a hose that was like that. I'd hope not. You know what I mean, guys? Safety stuff. No, nobody cares.
Yeah, totally.
And this has been today's history of hookah.
Let's just completely avoid the safety variant here in the tobacco.
yeah.
so whatever.
Well, you can watch someone else use it. That's relatively safe.
I mean, that's kind of why we smoke. Bad for them.
But then you have to worry about that person's mental health, and that's what they choose to do with their time.
Yeah, but they're all atheists, so they're already going to hell.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm an agnostic. I'm a philosophical.
So you're
agnostic.
fucking lazy and won't coward won't pick a goddamn side, huh?
Just don't ask Steve whether he's a Gnostic or an
That's what
atheist.
agnostics are. They're fucking pussies.
Ask Lawrence how much I feed Steve just to keep the atheist agnostic thing going.
Yeah, I trolled him last night. It was a great thing. Yeah.
Agnostic. I shit on agnostics.
There was a good 2 days where my entire Twitter feed was just Chris and Steve talking about the definition of atheism.
Hey, Pimp Monk, are you saved?
I'm saved, man.
Oh, okay, good. I thought you were one of these other atheists.
I am one of these other atheists.
Oh, you are. Oh, okay. I thought
He's an old time preacher.
I thought he was Christian.
Why would you think that?
What? Where did you get that?
But I mean,
Just from
Pimp-
his tone, his rhetoric.
He's used to speak in tongues.
I used to be a preacher back in the day, but yeah, I'm a fucking heathen.
Oh, okay, my mistake.
I
Yeah, I
suck.
mean, he's-
I suck the cock of Satan.
You and your tongue speaking there.
Yeah, the
pretty awesome.
Chandala Baha. I used to have an uncle. I'll tell the story. I'll tell it again. I used to have an uncle. What it is, they practice their tongue, right? And I noticed they all spoke the same thing every time they did it. My uncle did Lashonda La Baha. That's what he did every time. He'd start out with Lashonda La Baha. So I was going to create my own little tongue. So I was going to just name off Japanese automobile vehicles like Toyota, Yamaha, but I was going to do it my own way, like Toyota. You know, I was going to make up my own little word with it. But when I started to do it, I actually said Toyota.
Mine was Shala Mahaya.
Shala
That's what I
Mahaya.
started. Shala Mahaya.
Well, that sounds like a fucking terrorist.
Yeah, I was a Pentecostal preacher as well.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I was non-denominational, you know, but
So you were the pussy of the theist world.
yeah, basically.
He was a Baptist with a cool website.
Yeah, you
No,
were
he
you were
was-
one of the non-denominational denominations.
Yeah, well,
He-
basically, the non-denominational has basically become the biggest denomination.
Yeah.
And it really has. It's like, it's a big...
And all that is a result of people moving and developing ideologies and dogmatic practices that reflect their own personal morals. Because you won't find a person that goes to a church that they don't agree with. They'll go and find another fucking church. It happens all the time.
Unless it's
And-
the Catholic Church, in which case they don't care and they're going to.
Oh yeah, because they guilt you into it, and you can. They got the best loopholes. I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, the best loophole about the Catholic Church is if you don't like the Catholic Church, you only have to show up on Christmas and Easter anyways.
Oh, I thought the best loophole in the Catholic Church was the altar boy.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
No,
Well,
that's
the
the
best-
best hole.
There's at least a hole there. for sure, of the best.
That's not where I was going with that.
Exactly where you're going with
Yeah.
that.
That seems so up Lawrence's alley and jokes that I'm not even like,
Yeah, he really.
Lawrence would say
Chris,
that.
Chris, you really pegged that one.
Yeah. There you go, pegged. He said pegged.
I mean, at this point, we've been talking about prison rape and shit, so it's not
You-
like
You can put a square peg in a round hole if the square is smaller than the circle.
There you go. Or if the
force
peg
it
is,
really
is
hard.
deformable.
Like,
Or if you get a big hammer.
Yeah.
Yeah, or if the priest really shoves hard.
Oh man, it's all Hail Marys, you know. It's
Oh yes, yes.
But
we are all going straight to hell if there is one.
I'm going to hell in every religion. I'm not concerned about the Catholic hell.
yeah.
Anyways, guys, this topic is ridiculous. You can get anything through anything if you really wanted to. But it's ridiculous.
Yeah. What does everybody want to talk about? Is anybody reading the live chat?
I'm trying
Rachel is trying
to
her-
get her stuff to show up for
Yeah.
us without. Yeah,
She's
she's testing the waters for profanity for
yeah,
us.
yeah, she's testing the algorithm. It's nice.
Are we getting some nice 4 letters up in there?
Yes.
Cock, we got cock
Cock
for sure.
Oh, I love it.
Well, there's some 3 and 5 letter words too that are
What-
that are.
What about
We got Satan through.
what about thrice from the cock for our group name?
Why?
What?
Thrice from the cock. Because
There
you know
I understand, but that's a terrible name.
the betrayal of Jesus.
It sounds like the name of like a high school metal band.
You know, my high school band was.
Oh
Cock
God!
ties.
Don't even bring it up. Your band sucked.
It did, yes. H2 Oddities.
So bad. Don't look it up, guys.
H2 oddities.
If you want to have your ears violated painfully for a few moments, feel free and indulge in that half-ass
I think-
garbage.
I think-
Molecular hydrogen oddities? Is that H2 oddities? Yeah.
One.
Yeah.
Is it the Evil Mermaid? Do you
No,
think that was
no,
the
that
good
was- that was a
one?
bad
I
one.
think that one was bad.
No, it was bad.
All right. Sorry. Don't even bring that
It
up.
was pretty bad.
You know what I don't like? Everybody on this fucking panel.
That's okay. I don't like me, also.
I'll take that as the compliment.
Well, I like Landon.
Aw, Thank you, Tyler.
sometimes.
Oh shit! I totally forgot. I took out a soda and I haven't even opened it yet.
Wow, good job, man.
This is one of the best Diet Mountain Dews I've ever drank.
It is?
Is it?
Yeah, because it's the one I'm drinking at the moment.
Right on. Right on. Yeah, those other ones don't make a fuck. Like, I don't even care about those.
They're all gone, man.
That's it. They're all gone. Can't enjoy them anymore.
You know what I like?
Yeah.
What do
It's
you
not
like?
you.
No, it's like Paper Boys, right?
I do
I knew
you like
Oh.
Paperboy.
Paperboy.
That froze, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. That was Satan. It was.
Yep, getting his revenge. I'm high as a motherfucker right now, I'll be honest with you.
You ain't as high as me. I'm higher than Giraffe Pussy.
This fucking K-shake.
How you feeling, Chris?
I am not legally allowed to remark on the quantity or quality of my highness in any manner.
I live in a medical state, and y'all can suck my dick.
I'm not high on weed, though.
Oh, it's the
It's
good old.
all allegedly. You have to
Yeah.
say the word allegedly, and then
In this bottle, I have something that's lovely. And it's not alcohol, so
Is it
It's-
mushrooms?
is it air?
I tell you what, it sounds like kratom.
Did that?
Kratom's good, but I wouldn't consider it a drug. It's a stimulant, but
No, you know what kratom rhymes with? LSD.
Yeah. Actually, kratom. I don't think kratom's a drug, but they want to make it a drug.
well, they damn sure do. Well, I mean, shit. Cocoa leaves weren't a drug until people started manufacturing the shit.
Yeah.
Honestly, has anyone ever smoked those before in the chat here? Cocoa leaves? I mean, I heard
Yeah.
that they were supposed to be smoked.
I haven't smoked them. I've chewed them.
You chewed them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Colombia.
Cool.
You know, whenever my grandparents get back from like Jamaica or something, because they go there a lot, like Jamaica and the
Their
Dominican.
suitcase smells like weed.
No, well,
No.
they always bring rum, Jamaican rum, and cigars, and I'm like, thanks, I guess.
How do they get the rum back?
What?
How do they get it back?
I don't know.
With,
If
like,
I ask for
duty
something, I
free.
don't fucking care. I get rum.
It's your grandparents. You should probably take a little concern. where they
I have so I've been on a few, and I have a foolproof method. I bring my own alcohol on cruises now, and I've mastered the art of removing a water bottle lid without breaking the seal and refilling it with rum usually and or vodka and putting it back on without breaking the seal.
Wow.
I don't know about breaking the seal thing, but I know that my dad used to always just like drink a bottle of water, fill it with vodka, and just take it on a plane.
That's the thing, though, is they check the seal.
Oh, do they? Oh.
Yeah.
I have never had them ever check the seal.
Really?
I have.
Have you been on a cruise though? Because
no,
that's
not a cruise.
because
no.
we're,
Well,
talking because we're talking about international. We're not talking about intracontinental.
Yeah.
You guys not just plan out your flights where you can stop at some bars along the way?
Well, it's a cruise.
Well, I mean, like,
Yeah, so you can't really.
plan that out. Yeah, no, I've never been on a cruise.
Yeah.
Like,
I am deathly just terrified of boats. So
what?
I
You'd
hate
be
boats.
a
I
shitty-
like boats.
You'd be a shitty
Like,
pirate.
are you scared of boats or are you scared of the water?
No, I like the water. I love swimming.
You're just like,
I-
boat.
I hate with a passion being on boats.
What if it's a gigantic boat?
This is like blasphemy to my ears.
What if it's so
Yeah.
big you couldn't even tell you were on a boat?
Well,
If I can look off the side and know I'm on a boat,
Well,
then
what if
I wanna
that's
be
like
on it.
off in the
That
horizon?
sounds like you're scared of the ocean, not a
yeah, that's what it
boat.
sounds like. Sounds like you're scared of open water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I go swimming it.
You don't go swimming on
Okay.
the fucking ocean.
Yeah, I do. I used to go to Florida every single year, and I
Yeah, but
went.
that's like at
swimming
the beach. I'm
Yeah, and
talking
you
about
wait out for 3 fucking miles in Florida. Like,
Go sailing or something.
Yeah.
That's fun.
I have been sailing. My uncle is part of a sail guild out in Florida.
Hey, it's not that kind of sailor's guild. He didn't tell you that.
He's a sailor.
That kind of sailor.
I am what I am.
And I also, when it comes to open body of water, I live right next to the largest freshwater open body in the entire world.
Chris is like, I am
I
not scared of
literally
water.
go out swimming on them every fucking
Lawrence.
year.
Yeah,
Chris is-
right next to Lake
Lord.
Michigan. We know.
I'm trying
Chris
to
is
talk to
like,
Lauren.
Chris is like, there's no way that I'm scared of water. I have a sink.
It's an infuriating statement. Yeah, apparently.
You know, Sarah Island can see Russia from her house.
Yeah.
No, seriously though, if I could, I would literally live in the water. I just don't like boats. I don't know what it is about boats. I just don't like them.
Well, maybe you should be Poseidon. Poseidon didn't like boats either.
Yeah,
So let me say, if there's like a boat that's on land, would you get on it?
What's the fucking
You mean a
point?
vehicle?
Well, no, wait a minute. Let's just say that there's a boat at the fucking factory that they're building. This son of a bitch. Would you get on the boat then?
Maybe, I don't know.
You're not scared of boats. You're scared of open fucking water.
I don't care to get on a fucking boat if it's on land because there's no point.
But the point is that you're actually not scared of the actual boat. You're scared
Right.
of the fact that the boat is on open water.
Okay, I'm not afraid of the water. I just don't like the boat. Because I will jump off the boat into the water any day of the week and have a time in the water. I don't fucking like the boat.
Ocean. Not.
I'm not saying it's rational.
yeah, I
Well,
could see him
I mean,
just-
I'm scared of fucking escalators, so I understand me shit.
I can totally see him just being thrown overboard, and then someone's like,
Yeah, he's fine. Don't worry.
someone's overboard. And it's like, no, it's
No,
Wait,
you going.
you wanted to
Wait,
go.
hang on. I can understand the fear of open water and even boats, but escalators. What's the deal with that?
No, I get
Don't
that.
know.
Escalators are literally just passive aggressive stairs.
That's all they are.
Listen,
Escalators are fucking dangerous.
when I was
How?
when I was 11
They
years old,
kill people.
Like,
No, they don't.
haha, I had my elbow ripped off. This part of my elbow ripped off by an escalator.
There you go.
I
right
still
there.
use escalators.
So,
What did you
They're
do
not
to it?
scary.
Were you operating it in the proper manner, or were you being a little shithead?
I was operating it in the proper manner, and my my part of my skin here got snagged on a plastic bit that was like in between the armrest.
Oh, on the rail that goes up.
Yeah, it's just a regular escalator.
Yeah.
Yeah, just tore off part of
No,
my.
no,
Not
it's-
very fun.
I think everybody may have like a slight irrational fear or something.
Yeah, I'm scared of
My
pit.
arm got ripped off.
that looks fine.
Yeah, I'm scared of Pimp Monk.
You should be.
That's a rational fear.
That's a rational
No,
fear.
it's totally irrational. He is like a I don't know, a Teddy Ruxpin on crack. I don't.
Yeah, you didn't say it to my face.
Oh, I'd say it in your face.
Would you? You get your ass whooped too.
Come on, Pimp Monk.
Dude, you don't. You never heard the stories?
No, I haven't heard the stories.
Okay, well,
Tell some good stories.
nah,
It's story time.
nah, I don't want to tell a story right now.
All right, well, guess what? I want Landon to tell a story then. Landon, tell us an awesome story.
Okay, so you wanted me? Do you want a story about travel? Do you want a story about? Okay, all right. Let's do it. Let's do a travel story.
There you go.
I can tell you about my encounter with a leopard.
With a leopard? You
Yes.
Okay.
So
A
so
leopard
I
or a
was
leopard?
a leopard. Yes, this is
With a
actually
D?
last. Yeah,
Okay.
leopard, as in beware of thee.
Oh, that doesn't
leopard.
help me.
Oh, come on! Don't you know you're Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy? Anyway,
Yeah.
so I'm in Botswana, and the reason for in Botswana has to do with having to meet with members of South African Parliament. So I went to Botswana in order then to be, quote, a tourist to come back. So while I'm in Botswana, I might as well see the wildlife and animals. And so we're out in safari. You're out in like in the, in the depths of things. And when you're there, you set up tents, and then you have guides that basically know what they're doing because there's critters out there that find you a tasty morsel, and so if you need to go to the bathroom, right? You go out in the bush, but they go out and check out the place to make sure where you're going is okay. So we were there next to this river, and this I needed to do my business, so they said, okay, go up here. They checked it out, and so I'm up there getting ready to do my business. And one of the things you notice when you're on safari is that you look off in the distance and you see something that looks like a giraffe, and it turns out to be a termite mound, or an elephant at some rock or something. It's like lots of stuff that sort of makes you fool like they're actually an animal when they're not, right? And so I'm sitting there about ready. My plumbing is primed and ready to go. When I'm looking down, I said, well, there's one of those logs that looks like a leopard. And then I noticed that the log turned around and looked up at me. Who was a full-grown leopard. So I sort of, at that point, said, by the way, there's a leopard here. What should I do? And the guy very calmly said, piss on it. So I let my wee fly hit the leopard square in the face, and the leopard didn't like that, and the response of the leopard was to piss off, right? And the leopard left. And the guy said, you did the right thing, because if you had turned your back, that leopard would have been on you straight away, right? You did the right thing and said, that's what, baboons up in the trees, they'll go and piss on a leopard as well to drive it off. And so you did the right thing. So
you do the same thing with G-Man. You got to piss on him.
So I recommend when you meet the leopard, down there in the bottom of the basement where they put the plans for the bypass, piss on it.
Yeah. There you go.
Maybe we should start trying that with Brett Keane.
I have a feeling he would like it.
He already smells like piss. It's all right.
I'm not sure manatees being fakely aquatic animals would care about being pissed on, but leopard apparently.
My nipples are sore, Landon.
All right, good. That's a good story from Pimp right there.
Oh man, guys, if you consider that as your channel name.
So anyway, I hope that was at
that
least.
was a good story. It was a good story.
I like that story.
I mean,
and it's true, and it happened this last year. So
we need to include that in the atheist Bible.
So you wanted to hear a Pimp Monk story, right, Lawrence?
Yes, I always do. I want Jim to be able to experience the true feeling of.
You want one of the ones you've heard or something? Or what?
I mean, doesn't matter, just so long as Jim can understand Pimp Monk.
Okay, well, let me see. All right, I'll tell this story. So I was working right at a bar, right, bouncing, and I broke up this fight, and there was two black guys fighting, and because I was working at a black club, I broke them up. One guy said, "I'm gonna fuck you up if you don't let go of me." So, well, I'm not letting go of you. I got to throw you out. You can't lose your temper. So I walked him to the door, put him out. Well, about 30 minutes later, there he stood, and he had a knife. And I was like, oh, shit, he's going to fuck me up. And so as he started to come to me, the other bouncer, which was another black guy, a good friend of mine, grabbed him from behind, but he fucked up and didn't lock him right? So the guy went like this right here into the guy's thigh, into the bouncer's thigh of his leg. So when he did that, the knife was stuck in my friend's leg at the time.
Oh, shit.
So here's my chance to grab the motherfucker and put him down. Well, as I grabbed him, he grabbed my ear and was trying to rip my fucking ear off, right? And my ear was starting to bleed. I could see the blood flowing. So I started just popping the guy in the chin a couple of times, but I hit him so hard, I heard. And then when he opened his mouth, teeth went. It was all kind of just teeth just everywhere. and I'm like, oh shit, he need a dentist. but
Is that what you said? He needed the dentist?
That's what I thought. I literally thought that in my mind. I was like, hey, this boy gonna need a dentist. So I picked him up, and I got him by the nape of his neck, right, and the butt end of his jeans. I had him like this. He was a smaller dude. He wasn't big. So I took him, and the other guy, one of the guys, opened the door, but I didn't know that as I walked outside, 3 of his friends were standing there, and they all had like fucking bottles and sticks and shit. Oh fuck, here I go. So I threw him down. One guy came at me with a stick, and of course I grabbed his arm, popped him in the stomach real hard. The other guy grabs him from around. He's got a beer bottle in his hand. I took the beer bottle up front. I don't know what I was thinking. I smashed the beer bottle with my hand to where I could have a piece of glass. And I started cutting his motherfucking arm. And he let go of me. And then I turned around, and the other guys from the bar all had the other guys wrapped up. So, and that was it.
Wow.
Terrifying.
Do you guys want to hear the story about how I became a stripper?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so I had
in the bedroom. Not
I had a Cuban buddy that I used to smoke with, and one of my smoking buddies in Oklahoma. And before I moved up here, this is many years ago. And he said, "Hey, we got a gig coming up." Because him and his dad had a little security company, and they mostly did little hole in the wall Tejano bars. And he said, "We got a gig coming up, and we need you. We know we need some extra security. And there's a special event at El Far West, and El Far West is this Tejano club on the eastern side of Oklahoma, over by Poto." And said, "All right, yeah, cool. I'll come help you, And I knew Spanish, and I know Spanish and everything like that, so no big deal." And so we're over there, we're having a good time, and we're waiting on the show to start. And I'm looking around at the posters, and it's advertising for American Hunks.
Wow.
And the first thing that I noticed is that the people coming in, there's a lot of women coming in. And I'm like, what is this American Hunks? Like, usually it's like Pedro y los Varmintos or something like that. It's some Tejano, accordions and guitars and sparkles and shit. And there were sparkles, but no guitars and no accordions. It turns out it was ladies' night at El Far West, and they had basically what's equivalent to a Chippendale show.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it was legal. It seemed like it was drawing wherever the line was, it was on it. And so there were 2 gay guys that started fighting, and I didn't think. I'd gone on for like 45 minutes and not had to have done anything. Walked around in it, also help people pick up bottles and stuff like that. But nobody was even bringing drinks into the bathroom. Nobody was fighting. Nobody was, none of that shit. And usually whenever they needed somebody extra for security for a big event, there was always like fights. And that's why I went, for the action. And so I was kind of excited, to see these 2 gay guys fight. Well, both of them had long hair, and of course they both had hold of each other's hair, and they were just swinging at each other, just with whatever free hand that they had. And so they're just connecting with each other's side of the head, but none of them are giving up. And I have one around the shoulders and around the waist, and I'm pulling them this way, and my buddy's pulling him that way. We're trying to split them up, and the guy who I'm holding lets go, turns around, and bites the shit out of my arm. Bites it so hard that he draws blood. And that pissed me off and scared the fuck out of me. Because anybody's bodily fluids getting on me makes me nervous as fuck. I've worked as a firefighter. I've done some military and everything like that, but it's I don't like bloodborne pathogens, especially. I have a really big phobia of that. And so I was pissed off. Well, I still had his shoulder, and I let go of his waist, and I grabbed his ponytail and jerked his mouth off of my arm, and then just started moving it in like this into my left fist. Just started jacking him, and my other buddy was already heading towards the door, and the guy I was holding had given up, and so I was like, okay, you know, I want to take him toward the door, and I go to turn around with him, still have him by his hair, and he grabs me by the shirt like this, and he's trying to like pulling me in, and I can't get a good swing on him. I was trying to knock him out, and he pulls the shirt over my head, but I still have his hair, and so I just pull through, and my shirt's hanging off my wrist, and I'm walking through without my shirt on, just holding him by the hair, and I'm slamming his head into shit on the way out because he pissed me the fuck off. And when they finally get to the door and they open it, I throw him out, and there was no problem after that. After I threw him out, they got up and went to their car, no problem. And I go back in and go and put my shirt back on, and I guess the manager's name was Sky. Skylar, I don't remember. I think it was Skylar. And he walked up to me and he was like, hey, you know, have you thought about, you know, earning some extra money? And I was like, no. And I was like, you know, you need some security? And he was like, no, we need some extra dancers. I was like, I'll think about it. And afterwards, I was partying with one of the guy who was dressed as a firefighter, and big old black dude. And he, you know, I was kind of talking to him about it, you know, kind of trying to feel it out. And he was like, "Yeah, we just hop on this coach bus and we drive all around Oklahoma and Arkansas and Texas, and we dance, and you know, we get paid." And I was like, "Well, how much you get paid?" And he was like, "Oh, I make about anywhere between $500 and $2,000 a night." Oh, well. All right, and that's how I became a stripper.
There you go. Well, before I head out, I will tell my most famous fight story. It's about the net, and
oh dear.
Yes, everybody wants to hear the story, so I'll tell it one more time. So I was on the fight, right? The dude knocked me down. He got on top of me. He was winning, but he fucked up, and he put his knee on my shoulder. He was hitting me, and that exposed his crotch. So I bit his testicle, and when I did, it squished, it popped in my mouth. Blood started flowing through his blue jeans. It's a short story, but I bit the dude's nut, squished it like a grape between my teeth. He rolled over. I got on top of him, beat the fuck out of him, and boom.
You didn't think that biting his nut was bad enough? Like you feel like you had to like go a little bit further?
Back then, no. But you gotta understand. Back then, I was not a likable person. Back then, I'm a very nice guy now, likable. But I've changed. I've did a complete change in my who I am as a person. I'm a better human. I was not a very good human being back then.
Yeah, same here. I started smoking cannabis though, and.
Yeah, well, you know, I changed because there was a little short woman called my mother who came to me with blue eyes, crying, said, "Please, John, change," and I did. So, because it was not really that I was a bad person. I was fucked up in my brain and I wanted to die, but I didn't have the guts to do it myself. So I tried to get other people to do it for me. Wow. And it wasn't like I wasn't going to lose the fight on purpose. But I was hoping to lose. I was always wanting to lose the fight.
Wow.
Yeah, I was really big into
which
fighting.
Didn't happen very much, to be honest with you. It didn't happen very much.
I just did it to feel alive, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I always felt like dead inside, you know, and just fighting, you know, that little bit of adrenaline rush and the pain afterwards, like it just made me like, all right, you know, I'm here, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know if it makes sense or not.
It does make sense. It completely. I mean, for anybody, like I've always told people, if you see anybody working as a bouncer in a club, it's not for the money because there's not getting money in it. It sucks
because they enjoy it.
They enjoy it. They enjoy inflicting pain, and maybe
And the
even
free
enjoy,
coke.
and they may enjoy getting paid, and also they enjoy getting pussy because security bouncers get pussy.
And free coke.
And drugs is awesome.
And here I thought people just got used to that cold, empty void feeling.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I think we all try to fill it up. We all try to fill that void. And you know, you find what you. Some dudes like you do it with Dungeons and Dragons. Me and Dave get pussy and beat people up.
I fill it with the universe.
and Landon fills it with a universe because he's smart and
Really
we're
good.
fucking
Yes,
stupid.
I have Dungeons and Dragons, you jerk.
I
I have done Dungeons and Dragons as well, right? I have the
There's
first
nothing wrong with
edition
that.
books.
Look, hey, the nerds have taken over, bro. I am in the fucking minority now. I mean, I'm the nerd.
He's being in the majority now.
There you
Yeah.
Publish that.
Hey, oh,
I agree.
So let's see the books. Let's see the books. Let's
Yo,
come on.
yo, Lawrence, I'm getting glasses Friday for the first time.
Yeah, I need them too, bro. I need to go get
I'm
them.
gonna have glasses. Like I don't even know how I'm gonna pull that shit
You
off.
mind me asking how old are you?
32.
You look, yeah, you don't look it, bro. You look like you early 20s.
Appreciate it. Appreciate
I'm
it. I
still way fucking older than you, but I'm an old fuck. So
Yeah. What do you? You're
Who
really,
are you calling old, right?
Yeah.
I
I was
you're
gonna
late 30s, maybe early 40s.
I'm
Maybe.
early 40. I'm 41 years old.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm.
That's a prime number, so that's good.
Yeah.
You're holding at 38. You're holding at 38.
Yeah. I mean, I honestly, I used to have a baby face back in the day, but now those scars and shit are coming through because I'm getting older.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
check this out. Look,
Oh yeah. Oh, I got you.
I don't know if you can hear that, but
Yeah, I
my
heard it.
lower eye socket, my cheekbones, and the bridge of my nose, and all this right up here is all just either plastic or titanium.
I hear you, bud.
Wow.
How'd you do that? On purpose? Just to look good?
That's another story for another hangout.
He
He was
told you earlier.
he's actually an extra for RoboCop.
Ah.
Oh no, I didn't have to worry about a deviated septum. That was already done before I started doing the coke.
Yeah, that was not. That began after the male stripping. He became a male porn star, and dude's dick was really big.
Hey, you know what? Being a porn star is kind of fun.
Oh, dude, I'm not
Hey,
a porn
okay,
star.
okay,
It is.
porn actor, Lawrence.
I
Porn
get, yeah,
actor.
you're right.
Yes, get it right, motherfucker.
That's accurate.
And I'm his friend.
I'm not the
and I have to live with that. And I can't accurately browse the internet without having to occasionally
Hey,
filter to
hey,
make sure I don't have to see
The
him.
only thing you can do is be a good friend and hold the fucking camera.
No.
I've done that.
My
You held the camera?
Yeah.
Well,
My
just
camera's
wait
over.
until your kids see you online in your acting career. That'll be.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine. It'll be like a standoff to see who says something first. Like the kid's gonna know, but they're not gonna say shit. I mean, you know they're not. They're gonna be like, "Daddy, I saw your dick." You know? Well, of course, my kid wouldn't be watching porn sounding like that, so that's weird.
We're gonna- That's true.
Anyway, so for 4 years, right? That I'm sure you've had your ups and downs on it. I hope you guys are pretty satisfied with the progress you're making.
yeah.
Yeah, it feels like shit's going places.
Yeah.
And I mean, I like the idea that Lawrence can have another channel where you guys get to do more concentrated work. I think that works fine. We can do crossovers and whatever. You know, it can be.
I think
it'll help both of our endeavors.
I think it will too, but I think for the entirety of Job, we should just have Chris One on.
How long of a series are you wanting to make?
Well, whatever. It doesn't really matter.
So at the
Okay, well,
moment-
I'm just going to sign the next 4 years of my life away.
So at the moment, just to let you know, just in terms of physical books alone, I have read 89 commentaries on the Book of Job.
Wow.
Hey man, you're like the not IT version of me.
He's refusing to read one more because 89 sounds more than 90.
Yeah.
And
sounds
89,
cooler.
Yeah.
89 is a nice prime number.
Oh my God.
And 2 to the 89th power minus 1 is also prime. So I mean,
God
89
damn it,
is a good
Landon.
number.
Landon, you just gave me a hard on.
Landon sniffs prime instead of lines of coke. Landon does lines of prime numbers. Of
He does. He does. Landon does summations of coke.
I feel like we need to start a religion revolving around Landon and prime numbers.
There you go.
Coke.
They call that. It's called,
Numerology?
no. It's called sacred geometry.
Oh God.
Oh dear,
Don't
all
they
that
call that
numerology
Kabbalah?
crap.
Don't give us that.
Don't they call that Kabbalah?
I don't know, but as I say, yeah, there's lots of woo-woo stuff in that. in
Or
that line of
Scientology?
thinking.
Oh, here's a book on Kabbalah.
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 Kabbalah la la.
I literally just have all that shit just sitting right here. So
We need to get our shit organized. We have shit. We have libraries worth of stuff. They're just in back rooms and not on
Chris-
bookshelves. And
Chris
honestly,
moved his shit around.
oh, there's more bookshelves upstairs too. I think we're just not bringing them down here. Don't we want to make a set too? For yeah, I think
Yeah, we probably should.
we
do that.
probably want to make a set. I love the fact that you have actual books in the background, and before for armchair philosophy, we just use
big fake books.
big fake.
And now we
books.
have smaller faker books.
Now we have smaller faker books for the background. It's all.
Yeah, but you know, Chris, your background looks great there. It
Yeah.
lets people stare at stuff and say, "I wonder what that book is." And that book, yes.
It looks as
well,
extraordinary.
right here is the 6th-volume Matthew Henry commentary from the 1700s.
Ugh. But look,
Wow.
I've got fish.
That is a very sexy statue of fish.
I ought to
It's
pull out
heavy
my
as
big
shit.
giant dick.
Do you worship
Those,
it?
are those fish doing things to each other?
Cool.
They are koi. They're from Japan.
Yeah.
I
You
think they're
make
going after
sacrifices
each
for
other's,
the coin?
yeah,
Well, I don't have
pornographic porn.
time to show you all the shit.
Yeah, well,
in my house,
these
but I
have
see mine.
the seems of the koi going up is the koi has to go upstream in order to achieve dragon form. So, and the one going down obviously is represents the duality of success and
Ooh.
regeneration.
Awful, just awful. Speaking of dragon forms, would you say that Joshua achieved his dragon form?
Yes,
Okay, I would say so too.
So what books are those?
Joshua.
I actually just picked these up at a thrift store the other day for $1 each. These are the Norton Anthology of English Literature.
Okay.
Never ever seen them before, but for like $1 each, was not passing those up. And then these are 2 different editions of the Zondervan Pictorial Bible Dictionary.
Ah,
Cool.
Yeah, these are from like the 60s. But they're awesome. Like, got like tons of pictures and yeah.
well, those would be useful when it says when reading in the Bible and it says blah 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 is known as da 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 today, and no one knows what it is, but nonetheless, people try to find excuses as to where those things are located.
Right. Well, I mean, society conflates definitions every year to fit with society's. I'm gonna keep
That's why
saying
we need to
colloquial,
stick with
Chris.
philosophical definitions.
I would think that all of those are vague and subjective to change.
Oh,
and,
Ruben,
and,
what
and,
did
and
you get?
nobody operates their life on the principles of nobody.
Of what?
What?
Nobody operates their life based on the principles of philosophy alone.
I do.
Oh, where's Ruben? He's not here yet. You know, man. Yes, he does. That's all he does.
Well, Ruben is both here and not here. This is Schrodinger's Ruben.
Yes.
Well, Lawrence, man, I gotta go. Congratulations on 4 years, bro.
Thank you.
And thanks, Pema, for stopping by. Please give a fond hello to Mama Pimp and Papa Pimp.
I sure will, Landon. Thank you, bud. Thank y'all. Have a nice meeting you other 2 guys.
Good meeting you, man.
Yeah, good meeting you.
All right.
Anyways.
I'm really bummed that he didn't pull out his giant dick. He has a big inflatable penis that he got.
Oh.
He also has, was it Ethel or something like that? An inflatable doll, too?
Perhaps.
Was that? I thought he named. Oh,
Or
God,
Bertha or something. Some.
Yeah, I think Ethel was the doll. Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
means
but I think he's
inflatable
waiting to move that over to Streamlabs or something like that because of he would definitely get banned
Oh.
if it showed up.
He also has the yodeling pickle. I
That's
don't know why.
weird.
I don't know why he gets so much enjoyment out of that.
I wanted to correct myself, Lawrence. I actually don't think that Joshua is the dragon or a chief dragon form. I think he's more. I think he's more of a chicken. Because he crossed the river, he didn't go up it.
Mm.
Oh my god!
I love that. That's
That
was good. It was cringeworthy, so it was hilarious to me.
No,
I love
no,
it. I'm all about the dad jokes.
It was not funny at all
Then why'd you laugh?
because I'm embarrassed.
No, you're
That cringe.
embarrassed.
We laugh at Brett.
Yeah. Out of pity.
Gosh.
I did not laugh at Brett. I just wanted to tear my eyes and ears off with a spoon.
It could be both.
Oh shit, guys! I got to get out of here. I have 20 minutes left to prep for another call.
No.
Go.
Okay.
All right,
Good to see you.
good
Jim.
to
Talk
get
to you
out, guys.
later.
Landon, good to see you again, man.
Good to see you as well.
Take it easy.
Have a good one, sir.
Bye.
Okay. Well, maybe
How do
we
you
should wrap
hang this
things
thing
up.
up?
So tell me about your plans for year 5 and your year 5 celebration.
Well, we have our tandem channel,
Assuming we'll be alive.
assuming we're here and capable.
So tell me about this tandem channel thing.
Well, it's called MKE
No,
or
hold on.
Milwaukee Atheist Live, is it, or what?
The new channel is that I started. When was it? Yesterday or the day before?
Yeah.
It's MK Atheist Live, and it's just, you know how Pimp Monk has his live channel. It's gonna be pretty
Whatever.
much. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty much just like that. Just like whatever, just talking to the fans, more interactive than the streams that we do on this channel. Then all the important stuff is gonna go here, though. That's not changing.
Yeah, but if like people want to have commentary with any of us individually, or if I'm bored, because I'm bored a lot, I might just post something.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah, you can just start streaming whenever.
I mean, that's the point. The point is that nobody has to ask if you want to go on or not. You can just go on.
Yeah.
So it's a lot less planned.
Yeah.
But then on that other spectrum, there's the channel that's launching next month, which is much more planned as far as I can tell.
Yeah. But I really do think that our introductory video for that channel should be something about the oldest manuscripts and debunking some myths, because holy fucking jumping shitballs, I get so much shit that is just so wrong. There was this, every single time I talk to a Jehovah's Witness, they tell me that the Qumran scrolls date to 2000 BCE, and I'm like, no, where are you getting that? No. And then there are people claiming that they found New Testament manuscripts at Qumran. It's like, yeah, sure, some of the manuscripts were Greek, but that doesn't mean New Testament. And God, there's just so much bullshit out there. And I just want to be able to cover that in a way that makes sense.
Yeah. So that's good that you have that. And I want somebody to prove nihilism wrong. Just to do that. That would be nice.
So you say it's called MK Atheist?
MKE Atheists, all one word.
Live. Yeah. We probably have 2 subs right now. It's okay.
I mean, it's whatever.
It just started that thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, so on that channel, I might do a debate series with people on anything they want to debate. I take lots of perspectives.
You can just go live with whatever, dude.
My whole thing is I'm a generalist, really. I just have lots of background on stuff, but I get things wrong because of that too. So it's great to talk with other people and find out if I've been wrong, or if I'm, if the positions I'm taking are not logically cohesive, or if the positions any of us are taking, because most of the time I talk to our group here about that kind of stuff, and I enjoy talking about that with other people. So that will be the point of that channel for me, at least, other than talking with people in general.
Yeah.
And
Much
then
more
and then Landon just asked the question before. Those are two different channels.
Yeah.
What are we doing more on Walkie Atheists? I think you wanted to do another stream if we can.
Right. So we were thinking that we could do Atheist Sabbath School. I think that'd be pretty cool.
It still says ask, so
Yeah.
it's up the right alley.
Yeah. And obviously we're going to be covering the Quran next when we're done with the Bible. We're going to be covering some Apocrypha, and then later starting, some other religious texts.
I think
Book of Mormon.
Book of Mormon's on the list after that, and then I think either we were going to tackle a massive one, Hinduism, and then I don't even want to consider after that because that's
so far in the future.
Such a long-reaching consideration for those types of live streams. How about any particular Singleton episodes you have in mind, Lawrence?
Good job, Chris. Obviously, I'm still working on the Golden Calf episode. I'm almost done with the reading because holy fucking shit, there's a lot.
Yeah. What are you doing? Like 18 books on that? I look like.
I
Something
have
ridiculous.
like 10 books that I'm going through, and then more books because I found some PDFs, and then a good amount of papers too.
And then you're still doing the what are those groups again that are?
We're doing the esoteric Nazi stuff
That's right.
too. That's mostly on Ruben's side because I can't get through all that reading together. So I'm going to finish the one book that I'm reading through, give him the notes, and then we are going to have.
I think you should do a small series.
Yeah, it's going to be a small series probably
6
because
or 7 episodes, mini series.
yeah, because I also have after I'm done with the Golden Calf episode, I'm going to start working on the last Forged Fiction episode. It's going to be on Revelations.
Cool.
Ah,
That's the last one. It's
Yep.
done. I can put it in the we're done category.
I guess.
I feel like updating the site at some
You
point.
should
maybe.
probably update the site.
No, I mean, I did update the drivers.
Woo.
Hey, would you rather have an unsecured website
No,
that's
but
not up
still,
to date? Or an up-
So yeah, we got some stuff planned, and especially since we're out of school right now, we can accomplish a lot more.
sure.
Well, and I think you've had stuff on post. Yeah. Anyway.
So I've been looking for MK Atheist live in YouTube. I don't see.
At
As one
MKE.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go.
So hopefully that pops up for you. If not, I made a post about it on our community tab because I'm glad we have one of those. So I made a post about it. Put the link in there. Yeah.
Let's see. So I see the MKE Atheist, or is it MKE Atheist LIVE? One word.
Yeah, LIV at space
Yeah.
LIV.
MKE Atheist is all one thing.
Just post that here.
Atheist singular or plural?
Hold on.
Post it.
I just posted a link to it in the group chat here.
Fantastic.
You're the best, other Chris.
Yeah, you're the best, better Chris.
Also, because you guys brought them up, the Vedas,
Of
course.
Bhagavad Gita,
I've read that.
the Kitab Akhdas of Baha'u'llah,
Ooh.
I don't even know what that is. What is that?
Dude, that one I've never heard of.
and the Holy Quran
Of course.
in both English and Arabic.
Quick question. Where'd you get the high fantasy cover?
For the Quran.
Yeah, it looks exactly like
Go get our.
yeah, it looks like our Bible that we use because it's got that embroidery.
Yeah, it's I think it'd be pretty cool to just have all the holy books not written. The covers just look like they're fairy tale books, like
Yeah.
straight out of like a movie. So I think that'd be really great.
Oh, that's the
Yeah.
King James illustrated special version. I have that actually.
You have this exact one?
Yeah.
It's a family edition, yeah.
Yeah. So
They're pretty old.
where did you get that Quran? That specific one?
I
Yeah.
got it on Amazon for like $15.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna have to look for that specific one.
Well, we'll remember the art.
Yeah.
It's green with silver embroidery.
Yeah.
Similar.
Yeah, it's the Quran in English and Arabic, with translation and commentary by Abdullah Yusuf Ali.
Well, we may consult you on that again in 2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
Oh.
So anyway, so you now have more than 10 subscribers, or have 10 subscribers now. And by the way, it's interesting, if you look for MKE Atheist Live, you search for it, you don't find it because you have no videos
Right.
posted. So it's
But you
odd
find the
that
channel.
you can, well, actually they don't show you the channel on the search thing, but I found it through the...
Well, we better get posting.
Yeah, I'll probably do a stream on that pretty soon.
Whatever.
I just hope that like notifications go out because it's annoying when they don't. Rachel asked, "So you guys excited to get to First Chronicles? I mean, think about the amazing genealogies we'll be reading." Yeah, I'm not too excited about getting into First Chronicles. We're just gonna put that all into
The genealogies and chronicles are fun.
They're
But you could do it, make
9
a drinking
chapters.
game out of it.
9 chapters of just fucking genealogies. That's not fun.
No.
Yeah, it is. It's great.
So why didn't you have it do it in one session,
Yeah.
and have over on the side like a Dungeons and Dragons game while someone is over there, reading away, so you can entertain people other directions while the words are technically being read.
Well, I mean, I could put the parts of the rig, like, I don't know, Lawrence is in the way of seeing our setup, but way back there, bunch of screens. I can get cables anywhere in at least the front part of this basement, and we can keep people entertained playing pool or something, because I can't get Lawrence to play Dungeons and Dragons. I mean, I've considered,
Unless I play all the NPCs.
or there's a version of Dungeons and Dragons called D20 Bible. And you play as people during the era the Bible was written, which is a very large period of time. So
Hold on. Chris, what's that the board game you have? It's the greatest thing I've ever seen. I didn't hear about it until he told me about
Okay,
it.
Landon, this is very, very special. This was given to us by God. And by
By God.
the 2 greatest messengers, Kirk Cameron and Ray Comforts. Evolution
Ooh.
versus Intelligent Design, the board game.
wow.
Board game.
The
So-
board game.
So that's what you got to do. You got to play that game while someone else is over there on the side droning away on the Chronicle genealogy.
Something to keep the viewers
I feel
engaged
like
beyond the book, because the book is so disengaging there.
I feel like we should just play the game by itself because otherwise it would be less interesting if someone's reading a genealogy in the back.
Oh,
The
'cause I
genealogy
feel
is
like
very
it's
interesting, Lawrence. I don't know what you're talking about.
Shit. Yeah, we gotta get you in town and play that fucking game. It sounds
that
awesome.
sounds fun.
Well, hopefully I can make it up sometime soon. Thinking. My school year ends in April.
In April? Okay, I think
Hmm.
I don't know when mine ends even. I haven't even considered it.
No.
It just doesn't matter. It's like the teachers will tell me when it's ending. Good news though.
Hmm.
I aced my fucking English class.
Nice.
Yay!
Yay!
So this is the one where you had to write essays on social.
Yeah, it was
justice
like
issues?
very social justice oriented. So
Mm.
I did my best.
You apparently, as I say, as a song goes, you don't have to bow; you just have to stoop a little.
Hmm.
But I'm glad I got through that. The teacher, she appreciates what I do.
Cool.
Like all this YouTube stuff. So that's good. And I haven't gotten like my final grade back for my mythology course. But I think that's going to be pretty high up there.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, unless I like bombed the final. I don't think I did, but there's always a chance.
Is it important?
It's a final.
Well, not all finals are that important.
No, this one, yes, it's important.
Okay.
My favorite professors are the ones that are just like, yeah, we don't really give a rip about the tests. The tests are like, 5% of the final grade.
Dude, that's like most of my final grade, like 40%.
Whoa.
I don't think I've ever had a single final that counted for more than 10% of my final grade.
Well, I think the two, like the midterm and the final, are both 20%. But yeah, it's still quite a lot.
Yeah.
20% is a bit.
Yeah. And the thing is, I'm also, because of the last time I was going, I'm on academic probation.
Oh,
So I had to get, really
good
good grades.
Well, you just didn't go.
Yeah, I just didn't go. The only class I went to consistently was my philosophy class because I actually enjoyed that one. But the others, it's just like, no. My astronomy teacher was, you could tell that he had like hints of intelligent design rhetoric in there. I've been doing this stuff for so long that I was like, I can pick it out whenever someone's talking about it.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, fuck this class. And I had some calculus class, and my teacher was super Japanese and like really thick accent.
Yeah, you told me.
Yeah, and
They don't know. But...
yeah, the thing is, I was like, you know what, this won't be so bad. I have the math to fall back on, universal language here. But that didn't go so well because he would always mess up when writing the stuff on the board, and he would end up erasing everything and just starting over again. And I just ended up crossing out half of the shit that I wrote down, and it was just a waste of paper and like lead. It was just bad. Graphite, whatever. So no, I was like, none of this shit. And I forget what other classes I had.
But you were doing full time back then too.
I was.
And so
I did have an English class there too, and we didn't. The teacher just sucked. But the way this class was set up was just a lot easier to follow along. And I fucking hate English classes. No offense, Chris One.
Yeah, my bachelor's degree is not going to take offense.
So I'm getting like the prereqs just out of the way mostly. So I have to take. I'm going to be taking English 102 next semester, but I'm also going to be taking a class on civilization or ancient Egyptian life and civilization. So that'd be cool.
I'm like 3 years into a college education in terms of credits for like 5 different
You
things.
should just fucking finish it.
I
You
just
sound
don't
like my
care.
friend.
Landon, convince him to finish it.
I just don't care.
You should. I mean, the thing that's going to happen is later on you'll say, I could have finished it.
But I'm not worried about that because
Yeah, not yet, but it'll be
No.
a problem later.
You're not worried about that now, but later on you will wish that you had finished it. So my suggestion is it's okay to not really enjoy it now, but do your future self a favor.
future me is worried that people will think that having this degree.
Not people, you.
No. I mean
You,
me.
the future
me is
you
concerned about
will
his
say,
thinking.
I wish I could have convinced you, the current me to finish.
I don't have any regrets yet, though, Landon.
Well, you will.
I don't think so. I don't live it with regrets.
The person
Everyone
that-
eventually has regrets.
No.
It's an unfortunate side of life.
I'd
like
say-
the rest of it, all of it's unfortunate.
I'm not going to say everything was completely optimum, but I'm not going to say anything was regret-worthy. Everything happened, and it happened, and I experienced it, and I learned from it.
Yeah, but you're still making a choice, and
Sure.
I really think that the future you will thank the current you for finishing up.
Well, current me still wants to learn and loves to educate itself, so
Yeah.
good enough. I'm not worried about my lack of knowledge or if I decide to go back
But
into
that's
any
but that's
academic
not
field.
that's not why you get a degree. You don't get a degree to learn. You get a degree to appreciate and to know how to learn.
See, the reason I'm getting a degree is actually Aaron convinced me of this. He was like, because I've been studying this stuff for a long time, and he thought it would be a good idea for just to me have letters behind my name,
Yeah, for you,
and
for sure.
I'm like, that makes sense. I want to be, at least taken seriously. So,
and I don't
It's the
think I
union-
do.
It's the union card, right? And again, I hear that you don't think right now that you do, but I will let you know that the future you will have said, gee, I wish I had gone through, right? I mean, and part of the part of the value of the education is not what you learn, but to appreciate what you know, right? You don't go to school to learn truth. You go to learn how to learn and to appreciate what you continue to learn. And then you get the recognition, which comes with, a lot of benefits.
That's exactly why I don't want a degree.
That's why the future you wants you.
No,
Once the
future
current-
me does not want recognition.
The future you doesn't, but the future you wants you to finish what you started.
Does it?
yes.
Yeah,
I don't
I
know.
guarantee.
Well, to be fair, I like to think I have a pretty good insight of how I'll think later.
Okay.
But it's not what you think that you go to school for. It's your ability to think and your ability to appreciate what you learn later on. By the way,
I mean, I understand, and that's what I think I got out of the education I have so far. And to be fair, I mean, I could go back to school to learn how to appreciate, learn more, but I don't think I want a degree. That's all. I'm not going out into the workforce anytime soon.
Well, neither am I. But I think that because Landon is 100 times smarter than both of us put together, you should probably listen to him.
I mean, he's got a good point, and I understand his perspective. He's not wrong that at the future I might look back and go, I could have done something differently. And you're correct. I'm not going to disagree with that.
yeah.
But-
So I'm saying that the future you will appreciate that the current you said, let me, because how much more do you have to complete the degree?
Depends on which one I want.
Right? What would be a minimal path even, right?
The minimum path would be information science.
And how long? Is that a year, 2 years, half a year?
Half a year, probably half a year if I did it full time.
And again, I think it's going to be worth it. It'll also be more financially rewarding as well. I mean, that's as Lawrence was saying, getting
my whole
so-called
life.
the union card does matter.
Not to make-
I'm not incentivized by monetary things, to be fair, but I understand that other people are, and I want to help them.
Yeah, I mean, in my case, I'm definitely not going into this for monetary reasons, because I'm wanting to get my PhD in Hebrew Bible. In a grand total, in the last 4 years, there have only been 3 openings in the entirety of the United States for a position.
But
Wow.
again, sort of part of the function is to show that you can finish something you start.
Yeah,
Part of it is the discipline of doing that. Part of it is to show other people you can finish what you start. Part of it is also for your ability to help other people. Right? So think about this. Think about the future you having that has a degree is able to use that degree to help others in a better way, even if you don't care for yourself, right? That's one of the things that's there. And if you're that close,
Well, it would really help if I could find some motivating factors, and I've proposed those to myself and have been proposed those for the majority of my existence, and they didn't stick. I'm still not motivated.
you're still not finished yet. So
Well, no, but
There's
I've
still
been
an
this way
opportunity.
for 15 years, so
Yeah, yeah.
I'm pretty sure I know me. I don't know other people. I'm a weirdo.
But I mean, I had a friend that spent time in a rock band, went back and finished his degree because that's really what he wanted to do, right? And it's not that he's any smarter for it, but on the other hand, it opened opportunities for him that he wouldn't have otherwise.
Well, I understand, and I'm not going to say that.
And those aren't financial because the guy is a multimillionaire, is rich and famous, but he has now opportunities that he didn't.
I don't want to have to go down the list, but I have a whole list of reasons that the majority of people are motivated to do stuff that do not apply in this instance.
Yeah,
at least to me.
but finishing what you start and creating opportunities for yourself, not even financial. I mean,
yeah,
another guy if you think about it, Christopher's going to get Hebrew studies, right? That's not, you don't do that because there's a great demand for that. You do that because of the love of the thing, right?
And unfortunately for me, I don't really have any loves. Sorry, man.
That's true. You don't. Not in anything. Not in personal relationships.
Nothing. Nope. I enjoy my existence greatly, though. To be fair. So, at least at this point in my life, it's been the best.
That's because you're a narcissist.
Well, maybe. I don't know. I only have me as a reference for most things, to be fair. So, I don't know. Let's not discuss me too much unless we're going to go on that rant that I was planning on going on, like, on the other channel.
Well, anyway, so I made my
No, and I totally understand that if you're looking for societal fulfillment or any
no, I'm talking about you.
Me.
You. Because I kept saying the future you will thank the current you for finishing what you started and accomplishing something. It's you. It's the future you that's going to want.
I think I'd have to develop pride.
Yeah, and maybe that's one of the good outcomes.
It's subjective, I think. I don't know if pride is great.
I mean, yes and no.
Yes, I'm
a very prideful person.
I can see things from all sorts of perspectives. I see it as ambivalent there.
Happiness in a job well done, right? So anyway, best wishes on on meeting the future you.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll still try to be as learned and as close to the truth as I can either way.
By the way, the future you will say, remember when Landon spent all that time bugging me about the future you? And you'll say,
future you is
future me will have this recording to watch.
Future you is going to say to himself,
I'm bored.
No, future you is going to say to himself, man, Landon really, the thing is, when you decide that it would have been a good idea if you just finished it, you're going to be like, man, I should have listened to past Landon. Past Landon, all right.
Well, I'm glad we all get to talk about weird fourth-dimensional coordinate versions of ourselves in this bizarre forward and retrospective way.
Excellent.
See, future me is going to look back at this and be like, wow, Landon really does look like God.
Landon, would you? Whoa! Could we get him to play God in our sitcom? That would be hilarious. Oh my gosh! How many $1,000 do we need to get that?
Do the heavenly voice.
Yeah, once we hit 1,000 on Patreon.
Yeah. We could fly out to you and film you doing something for our sitcom.
Yeah. No. Oh, the God sitcom.
Yeah, he could be God. No, that would be great.
Okay, because the God sitcom, that's once we get 200 on Patreon a month.
Okay.
Then we're gonna start our God sitcom, and it's gonna be a million times better than Mr. Deity, I think.
Okay.
I think it's going to be pretty entertaining. We also have Christian Space Adventures. That's the one that's going to be $1,000.
Right.
Big set stuff.
That's right. Christian
Space
has
Adventures.
been tabled
Christian.
indefinitely until we have the money for it, because last time we tried it with a really small budget that I threw together, a couple thousand, I think.
Christians in space. Wow.
Yeah. Well, it's a really kind of natural idea that
It's the
they
whole.
mistook the entire biblical text for aliens. But we play the aliens and they're dumb. They're just dumb aliens.
Yeah, like the main alien is Yahweh, and his best friend is Baal, who is a ball.
He's a ball.
We're just gonna green screen a face onto it.
Yeah.
Like the
Sure,
Dark
David
Star ball.
Wilson.
Yes.
Well, kind of like one of those yoga exercise balls is actually what we were going to do.
Yeah, but you know that like the space creature on Dark Star was also. What
I
it
was
called.
just thinking that too.
Oh. I have not watched that, sorry.
You have
Dude,
not
that's
seen
like
Dark
the
Star?
crown jewel of Dan O'Bannon's career.
Dark
Absolutely.
Star.
Yes, and the
Okay, I'm
sentient
gonna watch
bomb.
Dark Star, and I'll ask you about it next time.
Now, the Dark Star is not meant to be high literature. It is not something you. Well, it's high literature in that it's not high literature. I guess that's.
All right.
It's high literature in that, but has both Dan O'Bannon and John Carpenter in it. But then it's very, very low because it is a definite student film.
Oh.
I mean,
No,
you
I
go to
think
see
I
Dark
heard-
Star the same reason you go to the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Not
Okay.
because you're
Oh.
interested in the plot, but because you're interested in the experience.
I hated the experience when I went.
Well, I wouldn't go for Rocky Horror, but Dark Star, if it's science fiction and stuff, sounds cool.
Yeah.
Okay, Landon and Chris 2.0.
What up?
Favorite sci-fi books?
I love Ender's Game, but I don't really like Orson Scott Card. And probably... not Dune. Which one is that? Culture. The Culture series. Ian M. Banks.
I mean, I am particularly, fond of, for example, some of the classical stuff like R is for Robot.
Yeah.
But
I watch a lot more than I read, in fact, I think. Definitely like to see the medium through different lenses, so I've seen more sci-fi than I have read it, for sure. And I've probably read more fantasy than I've read sci-fi as well, so not that I even like fantasy that much, I just kind of like the writing style.
Unless it's a holy book, I don't read fiction.
Yeah, he doesn't read any fiction.
I mean, there's also Fahrenheit 451. It's another one that's
Bradbury's it was
Yeah.
amazing.
yeah.
My favorite is Dune.
Dune is
I mean,
great.
I did like the first book and some of the second.
Although if I had to pick a favorite sci-fi setting, I'd have to say Warhammer 40K. If anybody knows, if nobody
Sure.
knows about that.
I know Warhammer.
Well, 40K has Space Marines and all sorts of crazy nonsense, Chaos Gods, and it's all.
I love the orcs and their gods.
Yeah.
The
Well, the
orcs are
spores in
hilarious.
Warhammer 40K. They're like, they reproduce by spores. It's weird. They try to do a sci-fi explanation for everything. But even spiritualism, which I was like, okay, I mean, whatever. It's D&D-ish, so you kind of have to play along with the weird lore.
Do you guys know what Evil Apples is?
No.
It is basically just an app version of Cards Against Humanity.
Oh,
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So I think more people should download it so I can play it with them.
yeah.
Yeah. I also have to add the Foundation series. I think is a good
Yeah,
That's a
the
mouse.
foundation is very similar to the culture, isn't it?
Yeah.
I love the foundation, and the second foundation's even better.
So anyway, so those are some of my.
So I guess we've all read around the same books. That's cool.
I'm lost.
Yeah, sorry, man.
Yeah.
And now that you brought up Warhammer 40K, though, I just keep thinking about Gork and Mork.
Yeah. By the way, my laptop's about ready to run out of power, which will be a signal for me to go off and work.
Well, I was
But
thinking,
still, so
we
if I leave, that's because run out of power. But
well, I was thinking, no worries, Landon, but we were going to wrap up anyways.
But again, congratulations on 4 years, and I'm really excited to see what you do in year 5. You have to plan a bigger year 5 party.
Hopefully the 10K thing is going to be
A huge help.
yeah.
Where are you on your subscriber count?
Almost at 9,300. So we're kind of inching there. Although we still have that big wheel. So
Oh yeah,
yeah,
that's right. The wheels in the back.
yeah. So we should definitely have another round of
Spin the wheel.
Yeah.
We can make a new round of that.
Yep.
Well, thanks for watching, everybody. Chris, good to see you.
Good to see you.
Yeah, and Landon, thanks for coming in too. Thank you to everyone who's dropped by.
Stuck around.
And thank you, folks, for all the hard work you put into this channel. We
Yeah,
appreciate
thank
it.
you guys very much, and congrats on 4 years. Awesome.
All right.
And best wishes on those degrees, even the ones you don't necessarily want.
All right, everybody. We shall see you later.
Thanks for joining us.